If any of you guys are hanging out in the booth right now, checking out all of our wonderful products that are all out here for demo, we welcome you to the booth. We're happy to have you all here and happy again to be introducing new products to the collision repair industry and leading the way like we always try to do. I got Bob Hamilton up here with me. He is our head mechanical engineer at ProSpot International. And I just want to go over a couple of the things that we're trying to do for the collision repair industry to make it better for the problems that guys face, such as technician turnover, training issues, right? I think all of you guys know out there that there's training lapses when it comes to body technicians. So when there's training lapses, cars have the ability to not get fixed correctly, which could put people at risk. So what we did coming from the body shop side, talking to our engineers, was like, how can we use technology that's already out there, like Wi-Fi, right? Everybody knows what Wi-Fi is, so that's great technology, but we don't have Wi-Fi in welders, right? I've never seen a welder with Wi-Fi. But then ProSpot came out and introduced the all-new i5S resistant spot welder, which is the most advanced collision spot welder on the market, onboard training and Wi-Fi. Okay. We also have our Bluetooth, or our riveting station behind Bob right here, which has Bluetooth technology. So why do we put those things into the systems? Bob, can you explain a little bit on why? What's your mindset when you guys are in engineering designing these products and saying, we should put Wi-Fi in a welder, or we should put Bluetooth in a rivet gun?
Yeah, thanks, Ryan. I mean, our main focus is making sure that, first of all, we have these systems that capture data. So we're very focused on the capturing of the data so that we have a record of everything that the machine does, and it's traceable. And then we wanted a way to get that data easily out to the user. So we've always had where you could put in a USB card and download files in, and that's a fantastic feature in our systems there. But we made it even easier now to where you can email directly from the welder over the Wi-Fi all of the data log files.
Wait, so you're telling me after a technician welds a car and he gets that cab corner on the car and Chevy tells him that he needs to do 120 auto mode welds, that you're able to look at that on the welder, see those data points, and email it for documentation like that?
That's right, just one button push, and it stores the email addresses that you've used. So if you want to send it to your quality guy, whoever you have listed in there. The other cool thing about that is diagnostic information. So you can set up and send directly to ProSpot if you have any issue with a welder, all the information about the welder, every weld it's done, the temperature, the voltage, the pressure, all the force, how many welds have been done since the last time it was looked at. All that information can be sent to us without even having to put in a cable or anything.
Oh, that's
Just send
great.
it right over the Wi-Fi.
Yeah, so when a technician's out there welding and he has an issue with the welder or believes that something's happening with the welder and he calls ProSpot for tech support, no longer is it 30 questions trying to figure out what's going on and what he's doing. We can look at that data right there in the welder and see, oh, hey, your voltage is not where it's supposed to be, or your air pressure is not where it's supposed to be, and we can see that right there.
Yeah, that's correct. So the serviceability and then the traceability and the quality system that you can put together is really unheard of in the industry. We built this system to achieve those goals.
Awesome, Bob. And real quickly on the rivet gun, so Bluetooth technology on the rivet gun, and we see riveting being more and more popular in the collision repair industry, right? And it's not just for aluminum vehicles, we're starting to see them used on steel vehicles. Riveting is a repeated process that always has glue in between. It's easy to train, easy to teach technicians. So riveting is not going away. So what can we do with that Bluetooth technology on there, Bob?
Yeah, so not just the Bluetooth, but the fact that this is digital control, that's a huge difference as well. So when I hit the trigger button, it lights up a display here, and in that display, you can set exactly the force that you want. And it's going to deliver that force, and then it will monitor as it's doing the rivet what the force is. And at the end of that, it will record a good or bad rivet. It's not almost always good, but it's the traceability that says, yes, you did that at that particular setting. And there's no knob to fiddle with or pressure setting. Some other systems have a airline that comes in to pressurize it. If your air pressure happens to drop and you don't know about it, the rivet's not going to be the same. So this system has digital control and that Bluetooth connection.
Yeah, that's awesome. So Bob's saying right there, with having that digital control, right? A lot of competition out there, they don't have a digital control. So as he said, if air pressure drops and the rivet's not set, like looking at a Tesla repair procedure, right? They're clear as day. 60 kilonewtons is what that rivet needs to be set at. So if that gun doesn't reach the 60 kilonewton mark on some of those other rivet guns, the user, the technician, may not understand or even know that the pressure wasn't reached. Where on the Pro Spot gun, being digital, squeeze the trigger, makes and completes the rivet, and actually tells you, like you said, okay, rivet was set. And then you can take that information and Bluetooth it out and document it onto a spreadsheet or something like that.
That's exactly
awesome.
right, exactly right. And we've got the Knowledge Center here, which helps you understand which dies you need to set for a particular process and that kind of thing. It's all part of the RBS station. Hope you get a chance to wander around the booth over here and take a look at it. It's a really awesome piece of equipment.
Yeah, so we're going to end on that. You took the words right out of my mouth. The Knowledge Center was one of the last pieces that we're introducing this year as far as a technology change. So we understand the technician turnover in the industry, and it really is a bummer part about our industry. We understand that the training is not quite there where it needs to be. Cars are changing, year after year. This truck's 2 years old, and they've already changed the body style on it, right? So technicians in the average shop, they just wait until it comes in, and then they got to figure it out. So the more that we can do at ProSpot to help them in the shop do the right thing, that's what we're trying to do. So with the Knowledge Center on there that Bob just mentioned, we have QR codes, we have an onboard tablet where they can actually go on there, look up directions, watch videos, die combinations. If I'm doing an SPR, a flow form, a solid rivet, how do I set my rivet gun up to do those processes? And you can do that right there on the tablet, on the station itself. So we want to do everything that we can as a company that's leading the way in collision repair equipment to help the technicians in the shop and understand the problems and the issues that are faced with all of you owners and shop guys out there. So once again, as Bob said, find one of us in a ProSpot shirt. We're here to help you. We're here to answer questions. And we want to lead the way in technology. And that's what we challenge our engineers to do. And Bob and his team have done an awesome job. So thank you, Bob.
Yeah, thanks, Ryan. Thanks, everybody.